Good evening, football fans and followers. You're alive. Third down with Morgan Holder. I am the most impressive one, Morgan.
I am older that don't believe that crap.
Oh, why not, Holder?
Of course, the foremost, you're a Vikings fan.
And you're a Quitters fan. I mean, Steelers.
Yeah, first, aren't we in first place? AFC North?
Yeah, but your quarterback sucks compared to, Kirk Cousins, who's terrible.
They're talking about trading Cousins before the season.
I'm cool with that. You know what? They need to. He needs to go to the Jets.
Negative.
Yes. Before we even jump in and talking about and trying to dog my Vikings, by the way, Holder, I want to give my shout outs. Ready for that?
Why?
Because mine's better than yours.
Well.
Mine's way better than yours. I want to give absolutely. I want to give a shout out to Around the NFL First Take and Good Morning Football. Go on with your Go on with your sorry ones. Those are my shout outs. Go on with your sorry ones. Go on.
Those are your shout outs.
Those are my shouts. Always been, always will.
Okay, well, if you're going to stand by that, it's a good thing we're not in the court of law. Send my shout out to the Pivot, the most important sports talk show in all of sports.
We don't know that.
And I'm going to give you Pat McAfee show and get up.
See, here's the thing, Holder. I can agree with Pat McAfee because he's awesome, but the other ones I can't do. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes.
You don't like Greeny on Get Up?
No.
Do you even watch Get Up?
I did for a couple times.
Oh no, you don't, because you have to be able to watch it.
What are you trying to say? I'm old?
Sometimes, I question that.
Holder.
That memory you got.
I do got a bad memory. Speaking of football and news and whatnot, so besides Jefferson getting hurt, by the way, I think shut him down for the season. Even though it's just a hemi, I think we should just shut him down for the season just to make sure he's 100%.
Hemi.
Yeah. I mean, we're not making the playoffs. We're not making the playoffs. Why risk his injury or why risk him getting hurt? Even worse if we're not making the playoffs, right? But minus him getting hurt, news is out there. Jordan Addison his ankle, so he is questionable for Sunday's game against them sorry Bears.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the Vikings are throwing in the towel in that weak division?
I wouldn't say weak. Wouldn't say weak.
It's weak.
Minus the Bears. Minus the Bears.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Hold on. Green Bay has won impressive games. They have won impressive games. They barely lost against the Raiders, by the way, Monday.
They're not consistent. Didn't I win that football pool?
But
again.
But minus the Bears, that division is not weak.
Dude, that is a weak division.
No.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
Detroit is the strongest team in there. And you saying you guys can't beat Green Bay?
Oh, we can demolish.
Second in that division?
We can be well, hold on. I wouldn't say we can't, but if Jordan Addison doesn't play and without JJ, then yes, I would say we would lose. But here's the thing.
So you would lose. Now, I'm not even talking about now. I'm talking about divisional games. You would lose to Green Bay.
Absolutely not. We better beat the Bears as well. But no, I think Green Bay. I think their numbers are done. I believe Green Bay will not beat Minnesota whatsoever at home or away. I don't even think they would beat the Bears besides one time. That's Green Bay we're talking about, not Minnesota. Minnesota would win.
I don't know about that, buddy. I love you to death, but they can beat the Bears.
And here's the thing. I love Minnesota. It's my team. But with Kirk Cousins at the helm, I don't see us making the playoffs this year. I don't. I would rather have Jordan Love or I would rather have Fields as my quarterback than Kirk Cousins. Yes, I know Cousins was leading the NFL in passing yards and touchdowns, but that doesn't mean squat. When you can't win games, stats shouldn't mean nothing. You have to win games. This is supposed to be.
Dude, I've been telling you that. How long have I been telling you?
You know what, Holder? You know what? I'm gonna take one out of your book.
How long have I been telling you that?
I'm taking one out of your book. I'm taking one out of your book.
I haven't been telling you that exactly, but I've been telling you all those numbers that you crunch mean nothing in the postseason. Nothing. Now, yeah, he wins regular season games.
He's won 2 so far. 2 this year. And it's not like we're losing by 20 points. We're only down. We're losing by a touchdown or less, right? And yes, granted, it's Alexander Madison's throwing the ball. Osborne can't catch a fucking ball. But Kirk Cousins throwing interceptions, fumbling himself, getting sacked because he doesn't want to run. Like, with all of that, what are you doing? Like, you have a guy open. Throw the ball to him. Don't go. If you see Justin Jefferson triple team, that's leaving 2 players open. Throw it to one of them. And it's TJ Hawkinson. He fumbled. He can't catch. He gets the ball stripped. I don't know what's going on over there. Our defense.
Isn't he the highest paid tight end right now?
Right now.
He's making more than Travis Kelce.
And look. He is not Travis Kelce, and he's not George Kittles.
No.
He is maybe he's maybe a Jason Witten. Maybe. And Jason Witten's better, but maybe Jason Witten.
I wouldn't give him Jason Witten. You know what I'd give him? I'd give him what's that dude?
And I see why the Lions traded him for pennies. Because the Lions traded him for really nothing. And I see why the Lions traded him for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's a slug tight end, but he has his moment.
But if you want to be
your quarterback,
if you want to be the top paid athlete, show it. Don't show it here and there. Show it all the time.
See, that's the problem I have with Minnesota and the way that they're spending their money.
Like it's supposed to be.
Not like Hawkinson was going to go anywhere anyway.
I was so excited to get him because he's a good blocker, but it's just the catching. He's an amazing blocker. It's just the catching part. If he gets that down, he'll be an all-around great athlete. But right now, he's
well, yeah, if he did that, but he can't hold the ball.
And he's so much bigger than some of those D-backs. Like, you are like 6'4", maybe 6'3", 250, 260 pounds. Like, what are you doing, my guy?
He's not in the weight room, that's for sure, because he's letting these little guys just take the ball out of his hand.
Yeah, it reminds me of Cat Williams back in a couple years ago. Cat Williams getting beat by a 15-year-old. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty deep.
I'm just saying. But anyways, Holder, off the Vikings, because I can go on all night, and we don't got time for that. The Steelers.
I don't know about
The Steelers are showing people that they could win games, but the question is, are they for real?
Are you jumping the gun? What are you doing? Are you not following our script right now?
I'm just saying, Holder.
You're all over the place. What are you doing, man? Did you have dinner yet?
I did not. I just want to talk about your Steelers real quick before we go on.
Wait a minute. Before we go into this, I won the picks. Okay?
You barely won.
I won the pick.
You beat me by one game.
I won the pick. Why did I win the pick? Because I know football.
You know, if I would have picked, if I would have by a game, if I would have picked Kansas City, we would have been tied. But I couldn't go against my team.
Now you know they smell, and you pick them anyway. If they don't win, I'm not going to pick them anymore.
Look, you know what? I forgot they're playing against the Bears. Next week might be different because they're playing against the 49ers, and the 49ers are heavy hitters.
What do you think? They're not going to beat the 49ers?
They could be the Chiefs. Are you serious? The way the Vikings
are not going to beat the 49ers.
The way the Vikings are playing, the Vikings can't beat a high school team. Catching the ball is an issue. Holding the ball is an issue. Throwing interceptions is a big issue, and fumbling the ball is another issue. Our defense is letting balls go by them. They're getting beat. I don't know.
You know what? Since you're all over the place, I'm going to give the listeners something to tune into. What about the Dallas game?
Why'd you have to bring it up? I was trying not to bring it up at all this show, but you had to bring it up.
Versus the 49ers. Now, if you want to talk about,
Prescott. Prescott is the issue there. What, 3 interceptions, something like that? Oh, my God. And he was smiling. Why? How can you smile? How can you live with yourself
I sent you a text message.
I know.
He threw a smile after he smiled after he threw a pick.
Like, is something going on up there?
It's like, are you serious? You smiled after you threw an interception.
Like,
not only that, they're talking crap now after they got wiped off the face of the NFL world. And they're saying, okay, now it's personal. If that's a rivalry, isn't that supposed to be personal anyway?
You would think.
No matter, it should have been personal because that's been a rivalry for a long time. Cowboys, Niners, back when the Bears were good. But, yeah, now Michael Parsons is taking it personal because he didn't get any. Let's just talk about that whole Dallas team, Morgan. When they were playing nobody, that defense was all over the place, right?
Right, absolutely. But now they're playing against a contender, a team that's for real, and they're playing like they don't know how to play.
Yeah, when they're playing heavy hitters, I don't know. I guess they can use the excuse that they had players hurt against the Cardinals. But what's going to happen when they come face to face with Philly?
I think the same outcome. The way that they play against the 49ers is going to be the outcome they're playing against Philly. Philadelphia is another dangerous team, and I don't see the Cowboys beating them at all, especially if they're the way they played against the 49ers. Again, it goes back on Prescott. And not only you can't just blame you can't just blame you can't just put the blame on Prescott, but that defense as well. But Prescott is the main focus right now because you have so much weapons on the offense, and for you to play like crap, for you to go out there and play like a high school quarterback against a college team, that tells me a lot.
People are saying, well, Diggs is hurt, but Diggs can't hold Kittle. Diggs can't hold Debo. He can't hold all of them at once.
No, not at all.
Right?
Not at all. No.
So, yeah, Diggs is a big impact on that team. But so was
the defense.
Michael Parsons.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. The defense should have more. They have players on that team besides Diggs that's good, right? They're supposed to be the number one defense coming in this year, right? Yeah. Even losing Diggs, they're supposed to be number one still. But they didn't show
what they do with the Cowboys every year.
And I said the same thing this year. I said Cowboys defense should be top 5.
No, they build them up.
And honestly,
to this powerhouse. And then go ahead, I'll let you finish.
And honestly, Dallas is look, Holder. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and you can yell at me, right? But defense is the Cowboys' problem is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is that main problem as well. When you get rid of one cancer, you have another one. You should get rid of both of them, right? It's like going in for surgery when they find cancer in you. They try to get all of it out, right? Why not do that? You let one go, but not the other one. You should let Prescott go as well.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you this, Mister Observant, Mister I observe this. So he pulled the strings on Trey Lance, right?
Right.
Do you think that's the reason why he pulled the string? Because Cooper Rush got in the game.
He did. So
he didn't do anything.
I think what's going to happen
against that defense.
And here's the thing, Cooper Rush, and you can agree with me. If Cooper Rush had more snaps, I believe he would have done better than what Prescott did against the 49ers. Not saying they would win, but he would have done much better, right? We seen it last year. Look, when Prescott was, he won 8 games? Phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
I believe they got Trey Lance to back up Cooper Rush. That's Cooper Rush's team. He's going to take over for Prescott. And I just don't know when. It could be next week. It could be the following week. It could be mid-season. Who knows? But Prescott's team, he's done. And I would say Cowboys is fed up with him. And I think Jerry Jones wants to win before he dies, because he's getting old, right? So, I mean, to make it so bad, the Detroit Lions will see a playoff before the Cowboys win another championship.
Right.
So
I'm trying to look up that game when they play it on a prime time spot.
Ooh, that's a good question. I gotta look that up. I haven't looked that far. I should, but I haven't.
I'm checking it right now.
I know Cowboys play Chargers Monday. I do know that. They play at 4:25 on a Sunday with the Eagles, and then they play Sunday night. So yeah, they got one Sunday night against the Eagles. That's prime time. That's the late game Sunday that they play on December 10th.
Well, they got December 10th.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, looking at the schedule.
That's Sunday night football.
Oh, absolutely. Looking at the schedule, I don't see the Cowboys beating the Lions, and they play Lions dead end of the year.
They have a tough schedule.
Oh, absolutely.
From here
on out.
After Carolina, they have a tough schedule.
And here's the thing, Holder. I don't see the Cowboys beating Carolina. Cowboy fans can get mad at me. I don't see them beating Carolina. Especially the way they play against the 49ers. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Well, I can see them beating Carolina and Washington.
Washington gave Philadelphia.
They'll struggle with Seattle.
Washington gave Philadelphia a game. So I don't think they will beat Washington. And that could be wrong. I think Washington will march in both those games and win.
Depending on what they do. Because they're talking about making what's-his-face offensive coordinator the interim head coach.
That's going to be good. I think he's coming into a good field.
Because if they make the enemy the interim before then, which I don't think that's going to happen, then yeah, maybe. But
and here's the thing,
dude, after that,
I didn't think him coming to Washington. I didn't think he was going to turn Washington around, and he's actually the offense looks pretty good in Washington. So Dallas better watch out.
They came out of the gate slow against Chicago, man.
Yeah, but you can always have one bad game.
That game shouldn't have been that. If they got beat, they shouldn't have got beat that bad.
But here's the thing, though, Holder. Here's the thing, and you always say this. This is a divisional game. It's going to be different, right? Washington's going to play Dallas like they did against Philadelphia. They played Philadelphia press spot on. Like they was playing them like I want to win this game, and that's how they're going to come against Dallas.
Well, I mean, okay, so Dallas after Carolina, they have Washington, Seattle, Philly.
I think Seattle,
Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, and then they got Washington at the end of the season.
All those games you named are must win. Those games are a must win game if you go to the playoffs, because most of those teams are going to the playoffs.
No, if they lose the games, with the exception of Washington, I'm not counting Washington in, on beating them. But if they lose to the Eagles, who are we looking at? They lose to Seattle.
I think Seattle would win.
I
think Seattle would win.
Seattle was at Dallas. If Seattle was at home with the 12th man, they probably win.
I still think Seattle's going to win because Dallas' defense can't. So minus Parsons, but that defense cannot stop DK. They can't stop Lockett. I mean, those receivers are out there in Seattle. I don't see no one stopping them because Diggs is gone, like he's hurt. So those receivers are going to be all over the field. Parsons will get back to the backfield, but who's going to stop those receivers once they get loose with the ball?
That's 5 games they cannot afford to lose because I didn't count Washington at the end of the season, nor did I count Washington in November.
Even if they lose 4 of those games, I still see them out of the playoff hopes.
Morgan, I told you. And for all you Dallas fans out there,
I'm not sorry.
You're still tuned in.
I'm not sorry.
If you haven't left the chat, Dallas fans, I know you guys are upset. I watched some reactions after the game, and there was a guy, Morgan, I told you about this guy. He said Dallas fell backward as salad, and they got tossed. Okay?
They definitely did.
And he was upset. Now, Dallas fans do this to themselves. I'm not just going to blame the Cowboys because Dallas fans talk a lot of crap.
Right? And that's the only fans I cannot stand as a Cowboys fans. Because every year, it's our year. It's our year. And then when something happens, well, the refs cheated. No, y'all just suck. Plain and simple, y'all suck. A female went down and gagged on the Cowboys to make them suck. Just saying.
I'm just saying they build up the Cowboys to be something they're not. I understand supporting the team, but support them quietly, right?
But here's the thing, I'm a Viking. I'm a Minnesota fan.
Our year,
I'm a Minnesota fan.
You still have,
and I never want.
You have Detroit, and you have the Eagles.
What? But hold on now, because you're forgetting a team. Because you only named 3 of them, right? You're forgetting one.
Yeah,
forgetting one.
Help me out, because I don't think there's any other big powerhouse in the NFC.
Yeah, you're forgetting one.
Certainly not Minnesota.
Oh, no. Hell no. And I'm a Minnesota fan. Hell to no, not Minnesota. You're forgetting one, though.
Who did I forget?
That one team. Hold on, that one team.
An NFC team.
Yeah.
You are,
I'm just messing with you, Holder. I was trying to make you think.
Maybe you should go in to the fridge and get a snack.
I was trying to make you think, Holder. I was trying to make you think that you're
I had already come to that conclusion before you tried to make me think. There's only Dallas, like you said, is not in the Big 5.
No.
They're not in the Big 5.
Maybe a top what, 20? And I mean, maybe. I don't know.
In the NFC, I'd probably have them at 7.
You think so?
Or 8. Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
7 or 8. I mean, think about it. We can't waste the whole show on Dallas, but I'm saying right now, Dallas has a lot of eyes on them. They have a lot of pressure.
Let me ask you a question and before we move on. And I'm asking this question because I think I feel the same way that you are going to respond. Do you think Prescott is going to be traded, or do you think he's going to be benched?
I think he's going to be traded, and I don't think they would mind choking on some of the money they gave him because he's not. No starting quarterback is going to want to back up anybody on that team.
Oh, definitely,
right.
Definitely.
Like you said, a cancer, right? You got to cut it out.
So
what team? I think they'll trade him.
What team do you think would
they won't get much for him?
I'm thinking maybe a 5th. I'm thinking maybe a 5th. I'm thinking a 5th and 6th pick. And I could be wrong, but I'm saying 5th and 6th.
I mean, what would you spend him?
See, I'm glad
Washington?
No, I'm glad you said that. No.
Would you send him
Las
to
Vegas?
the NFC or the AFC?
Las Vegas. Send him to Las
Send him
Vegas.
to Vegas,
Yes.
where they have no offensive line.
Look,
which is why Jacobs can't run.
And this is why I say Las Vegas.
Jimmy G can't throw the ball.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Jimmy G, he's done. Like, we know his career's come to an end, right? Las Vegas is trying to rebuild. Prescott's 28, 29, maybe 30. Why not use him to try to rebuild, right? You lose less of his contract to try to rebuild that team. I think Devontae Adams would like it. I mean, and Dallas don't have to see him. They don't have to play against him as much, right?
No.
If you take them to Washington, they got to play, twice a year. So why not Las Vegas?
So you made a statement earlier in the week about the Raiders and the Green Bay Packers game, right? And you said that the Raiders D won that game.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely they did. Absolutely they did.
And Devontae Adams didn't do jack.
He did not.
Against his old team.
I can show you the yards. He did not do anything.
Is that his fault?
So, I'm not going to say it's his fault. Maybe a lot to do with play calling. Maybe Jimmy G not getting the ball to him.
He didn't drop any passes.
He's only been no. He was targeted 5 times, maybe 6, but he wasn't targeted a lot, right?
Right.
And like I said, maybe it was Jimmy G, maybe play calling. I don't know. So put the blame on Devontae Adams. Definitely not. You can't do that. You have to look at the bigger picture. Whose fault really was it? Jimmy G's, like you said, the line sucks, and Jimmy G's arm isn't that good. But the play calling, like Jamar Chase, right, in Cincinnati, look what happened when he was like, I'm open all the time, and look what happened. He got the ball several times that game, right? Why don't Devontae Adams speak up? Why don't Adams speak up like Jamar Chase? Why can't he say, hey, look, I'm open the whole time. Give me the ball, right? If he does that, I think Las Vegas would win games.
I don't think that he's already stated that. That's why he's talking about there's this thing in that era. Oh, they're going to trade him to Baltimore Ravens.
And here's the thing:
he wants out. Everybody knows he wants out.
If they trade Devontae Adams, I'm looking for him to go to a contender. Baltimore. Look, I like Lamar Jackson, but he is not the quarterback to get you a Super Bowl. Okay, Baltimore is not a contending team like people think. A contender team to me is Pittsburgh, the Bengals, 49ers, of course, the Eagles. Those are the contenders teams.
How many times have we dissected paper champions, right? On paper, with all the talent and the statistics of these teams, be it defense, be it offensive weapons. I mean, look at the Browns.
Yeah.
When they had Baker Mayfield and
that's the thing. So
OBJ and that other guy.
The Browns have so much talent still. They still have so much talent. Minus Chubb because he's hurt, but the Browns still have so much talent. What is going on over there? Is it the owner?
It's an omen, dude. It's an omen. It's an omen, dude. But you talk about that. Look at Minnesota.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about Minnesota.
Look at Minnesota on paper.
And they're supposed to be the best year they had. And yet,
look at Minnesota on paper. You look at these teams on paper. Yeah,
and everybody was counting out the Lions.
Supposed to be.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick before we move on. You talk about Devontae Adams, right? And hear me last. Where do you think the best movement for him? What team should get him?
I don't know. I think Devontae Adams has a say-so in that himself. Because now when he was traded to the Raiders, what was that? Did they think that Rodgers was going to the Raiders? Weren't the Raiders the team that was looking at Rodgers?
Absolutely.
So if anything, I think he would want to go to the Jets.
You think so?
The Jets. That's where Rodgers is.
So hear me out when and I've been thinking about this, and call me crazy, but why not a team that's up and coming, right? Why not the Lions, of course? Because Oakland, my bad. Las Vegas don't have to see don't have to see them as much as they would an AFC team, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not the Lions? They're upcoming, right?
Well, you know what?
And Lions have the money. They have the money to go do that. What about the Bears? The Bears has they had the money, but the question is, would they actually do it, right?
No. I honestly think Devontae wants the championship. I don't think it's about money. I think it was about money before, but now, he wants the championship.
If he wants championship,
the Bears are not going to get you a championship with one player.
I agree.
No, they still have to beef up that defense
and the offense line.
They got a lot of work.
If he wants to win a championship, and I'm sorry to even admit this, I give you two options real quick before we move on. A, the Steelers. I love Kenny Pickett. I love Mike Tomlin, what he's doing with Pitt since he's been there. I love him. I would say Pittsburgh. Again, AFC team, I know, or the Colts, because Indianapolis is an up and coming team, right? That'd be the other two options besides the Lions.
I couldn't see him in Pittsburgh because they have receivers out there that
they
don't demand the ball.
They do, but I think there'll be that leadership. You know that
Devontae Adams demands targets.
But I think Mike Tomlin would put a stop to that. I'd be like, I think Mike Tomlin would say, "Hey, look, we need you to be a vet. We need you to speak up in the locker room and let these players, these players here are playing because they want to be here, not because they have to, right? So if you want to be here, you're going to play for me. You're going to respect what I say and do what I know you can do. Don't demand anything, right?"
Send him to San Francisco.
I don't think the 49ers want him. I don't think they need it. They don't need him, really. They really don't.
They don't. But can you imagine?
Oh, God. Oh. Him, Debo, George Kittles. It won't be enough balls to go around. I mean, Debo doesn't demand the ball, but.
Dude, Ayuk would be a number one anywhere.
Man. Or can you imagine him going to Jacksonville?
Even Jacksonville, Chargers. Even beat up on receivers, but
even Philadelphia
Allen is getting up there.
Even Philadelphia.
Philly, yeah, I don't really like Philly, but they're still undefeated, right?
They are. So minus everything else we was talking about, I want to ask you about a game last week, and I want to see your thoughts, right? So, I'm trying to go back to my pick. Okay, so I don't know if you watched the game. I don't know that, but I want to ask you about the Giants, right? What's going on over there? Like, we know.
You know what's going on over there. I know you want to hear my thoughts. But my thoughts are probably the same as yours.
Because
Danny Dimes had a good season. Instead of spending that money on Barkley, right? They spend it on Danny Dimes. He's supposed to have this rebirth, right? And against teams with defenses, what has he done?
Not a damn thing.
What has he done? He plays like he's hearing ghosts in the pocket, right? He's hearing defense like his internal clock is messed up when it comes to him delivering the ball because he's thinking because he's under pressure so much.
Right.
So when you talk about the Giants, you talk about the Dallas Cowboys. right? The
And, that,
fans build them up.
and that's why I was asking
Daniel
about Giants.
Daniel Jones is looking good. Daniel Jones, this is the year that they go to the playoffs. Nobody said anything about a championship, but playoffs.
And looking at Giants'
Right.
schedule, the Giants' schedule was tough too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to make the playoffs. Now, what do you do after this season? Are you going to lose Barkley?
I think
Or
so.
do you just voluntarily choke on some of the money you gave Danny Dimes and get your quarterback?
There's a lot of quarterbacks in this draft that's coming out. I think it's gonna be really good. So I don't know.
I did not watch the Giants game because I knew how that game was going to turn out. So, I mean, it's like if Kansas City and who did Kansas City played just recently?
They played Minnesota.
Minnesota. So if that game was on, you think I'm going to watch the Giants game? Even though that Minnesota game was a primetime game. Seriously. I mean, I would rather watch Carolina versus not Chicago, but
here's my thing, right? Minus rest in peace, Hackins. Daniel Jones was drafted before Hackins, right? I believe if Hackins was still living, I believe Hackins would have won more games and made more playoff appearances than Daniel Jones.
Dude, let's not talk about life and death.
I'm just saying.
Let's talk about the living. It's the living we have to worry about.
I'm just saying.
I could care less because I'm not. I mean, New York has been struggling with their.
And think about this: that same draft,
franchises.
That same draft, right? DK Metcalf got drafted in the way after Daniel Jones. The Giants could have had a good receiving with a good running back.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. The Giants are just like Dallas Cowboys, just like the Cowboys. Right? The fan base builds them up, and then when the season comes, what are they right now? 1-4?
1-4, yeah.
So, and they have a really tough schedule the rest of the way.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So, I mean, your question to me about the Giants, I should be asking you that because I'm sure you think the same way I do. Did they waste money on Danny Dimes?
I think they gave money to him just to give it to him. There was good quarterbacks that still for agents at the end of the year, right? I mean, look at Las Vegas trading that way Derek Carr, right? They could have done something like that. They could have got Derek Carr. They could have traded and tried to got Aaron Rodgers. There was so much that the Giants could have done, and they didn't do that. They fed into Daniel Jones. Sure, Barkley, for example, they could have gave Barkley more money than what they did.
Well, yeah.
If you wanted to do something with the money besides giving Daniel Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, one of the top receivers was getting traded or got released. Why didn't you go after him? Defense, like you could have spent money on defense, and that's the thing. I believe Daniel Jones is a has-been. He's a waste. He's a waste of talent. He's a bust.
So you put him in the bust category?
Absolutely. Yes, he's been in the league since 2019 as a starter. Granted, he backed up Eli Manning for half a season, if that. And you can't do squat.
Well, yeah. What is it? After 3 years, they're supposed to be falling to their prime.
Absolutely, it's been past that.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean,
this was his fifth year. I mean, he has been. He's a waste of talent. He's a bust. And,
Well,
and,
I think
he's not a
the
starter.
Giants kind of.
He's not a starter. He is a bench warmer. He is a backup, maybe a third string backup, but he's a backup. The Giants could have got Trey Lance before Dallas did, and they didn't pull the trigger.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
So I have lost the words for the Giants. The Giants, to me, when I think about the Giants, I'm thinking about Lawrence Taylor. I'm thinking about Barber. I'm thinking about, all the great Giant players that played. And you got Daniel Jones wearing a Giants jersey? Come on.
Well, you know what? Looking at the Giants schedule, man. Oh my!
It's like Dallas Cowboys. They got one of the strongest schedules, and I don't see them.
Miami, because they already played Miami.
Yeah.
Right. So they got Buffalo next. They got Washington, the Jets, the Raiders, Cowboys, and they got Washington again.
And we already know the Cowboys smoked them the first game. So.
And they got New England. And they get the bye week on week 13.
New England might be
New Orleans, Philly, Rams.
Mine's New England. That the schedule is really tough. Like they gotta dig themselves out of the hole.
Dude, they're not. Can they possibly beat New England?
I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know because New England's New England right now.
I mean, you think about it. Washington, Chase Young is going to run him all around the pocket.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
New England.
Come on,
New England.
Then he's got Aaron Donald. He'll get 5. Cosby with the Raiders.
So Donald's going to get 5.5 sacks. Cosby's going to get about 4.5. I mean, Daniel Jones might as well go ahead and he might as well go ahead and just put his running shoes on.
Then he's got what's that guy in New Orleans? The pass rusher out there.
Jordan.
They got him. He's got the Eagles pass. Yeah, he's got the Eagles pass rush. So he's not going to have too many. I don't think the Giants are going to.
He might as well put his running shoes on.
They're not going to the playoffs. No, they're not going to the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely not. Speaking of playoffs, we're running out of time here, so we're going to go jump into our picks. Tomorrow's night. Tomorrow, I thought today was Thursday, Holder, by the way. I do apologize. But tomorrow night.
You're old.
Tomorrow night, Denver versus Kansas City. We both have Kansas City. I don't think Denver is going to even come close to beating Kansas City. And I pick Kansas City.
Is that going to be a playoff game?
No. It's more like a scrimmage game. Kansas City Chiefs could put the third string in.
Have they only won one game? 2.
I think Denver. What have they won any games at all? I forgot there was a football team.
No.
I forgot there was a football team.
They lost to Chicago, right? Chicago had that comeback one.
No, I think
wasn't it Chicago?
No, they beat Chicago. Remember we talked about that. They won one game. That was against Chicago.
It was Chicago. That was a 20-something point. Well, no, I'm thinking about Green Bay. Chicago gave up 20.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
The Bears only beat the Washington. They only beat the Commanders. That's it.
Okay. So Denver only beat
the Bears.
The Bears.
Again, so Kansas City, this game for Kansas City is a warm-up game. Look, Andy Reid, go ahead and sit down. Patrick Mahomes, sit down.
Where is it?
It's in Kansas City.
Is it in the Mile High City?
Yeah, it's in Kansas City.
Okay, so oxygen won't be a problem.
No. So I'm saying, look, Andy Reid, if you're hearing this show, sit down, Patrick Mahomes, sit down, Travis Kelce. Matter of fact, sit down your whole defensive squad. Put in your third string and your practice squad, and they will still beat Denver.
Okay, so that being said, what does it look like next year for Denver?
Rebuild. You might as well go ahead and rebuild. Now, start down.
Starting where?
Everywhere. Everybody must go, including coaching. Sean Payton, I'm sorry, been there for a year. Go. You got to go. Rebuilding. Everybody must
Payton's got to go. Russell's got to go.
The whole coaching staff. Get rid of Russell Wilson. Maybe Carl Sutton. I like Sutton, but he's in the wrong team. Go ahead and trade him. Trade Jerry Jeudy. Trade your running backs. Trade everybody. Give everybody up. Start fresh. I mean,
I don't know about that, but yeah,
everybody has to go. Everybody has to go.
I don't think you fire everybody.
Everybody got to go, Holder. Everybody got to go tonight.
You didn't fire everybody.
Everybody.
Jerry Jeudy, didn't they just give him a contract?
Yeah, but he's good on your own. Man, look, why be in Denver if you're not going to win games? If I was Jerry Jeudy, if they say, hey, I want to trade you, okay, can I pick a team? Hurry up and get out. Get out as fast as ever.
The AFC West is Kansas City, San Diego, the Raiders, and then Denver.
So I have Kansas City winning that division. I have Chargers second, Las Vegas third, and Denver, of course, dead last.
Well, that's the way I see it.
I mean, again, everybody got to go. Put a price tag on people. Get them out. Ship them out. Ship them out fast.
What's the next game?
Next game, Baltimore over Tennessee. I got Baltimore. You got Tennessee. And the reason why I'm picking Baltimore is because I don't think Tennessee's defense is going to stop what's coming at them with Lamar Jackson. And Derrick Henry, we've seen it. He's been stopped multiple times this year. I think Baltimore's defense is going to. You heard me.
Come on, man. After the game they just played, you think they're going to come back and put up, 30 or 40 points?
Oh, absolutely. I think they're going to put up 30 to 40 points. Absolutely.
Nah.
And I think
they're going to get manhandled.
And again, Derrick Henry has been shut down numerous times this year. He's going to get shut down again by this Baltimore defense.
It's a coin toss, but I'd rather take my chances in Tennessee over the Ravens.
You really think
they still have a lot of unanswered questions?
You really think Ryan Tannehill is going to beat that Ravens defense?
Look at what we're looking at right now. So Pittsburgh beat them by all rights. Pittsburgh should have lost that game.
Right.
So you got 8 dropped passes.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut you off for a second. Here's my thing. You can't tell me the coach.
And hold it, you have 8 dropped passes, but they're blaming Lamar Jackson. So now Lamar is under pressure that he shouldn't even be under.
So when I watched that game,
because all of those passes were pretty much on the money.
Absolutely. When I watched that game, I seen Zay Flowers fell over nothing, over his own foot.
So Blade tripped over a blade of grass.
Yeah. I seen a couple other players, Odell Beckham, one of them, hit dead in the hands, and you can't catch it? Like, come on, you got gloves on.
He got hurt, and then he came back.
He didn't get hurt. He faked that injury. He didn't get hurt. Miss me with that stuff. He didn't get hurt. Anyways.
He was embarrassed because of the drop.
Absolutely. He was embarrassed because Pittsburgh defense was shutting him down. So you're trying to tell me that the coach's defense...
Joey Porter Jr. shut him down.
I knew you was happy about that. So you're trying to tell me that the coach's defense is better than Baltimore's defense? And why I'm saying that is because the Colts held Derrick Henry with only 43 yards. Yes, they held Derrick Henry last week with only 43 yards.
It's not. I'm not talking about. See, Tennessee's defense lost that game.
Oh, absolutely.
What you call his backup ran for 170 plus yards, and then the backup quarterback had a field day.
Minshew?
Richards got hurt, right?
Richards got hurt. He separated his AC joint, so he won't be playing this week. He might be out for 4 to 8 games, but Definitely.
So I'm thinking they have something to prove this week because of everything they gave up last week. And not saying that the Ravens don't have anything to prove because all the drops they had. But look, I mean, I know we're talking about T.J. Watt, but that offensive line isn't what everybody says it is in Baltimore.
Well,
I'm sorry. They just dropped too many. Even his go-to guy, Mark Andrews, had a couple of drops.
yeah, and then yeah, and Mark Andrew, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he's getting a lot of pressure of being one of the greatest tight ends or being the best tight end ever. I don't know what's going on over there, but yeah, he did. He had some.
Yeah, they have some soul searching to do, but when I look at that matchup, I said, you know what? I don't want Baltimore to win because we're in the same division, of course. But the Titans, when I have picked them, they come through.
Besides last week.
And that was a divisional game.
Oh, absolutely. And I told you, it's going to be Jacksonville, the Colts. It's going to be right there in second. And I think Tennessee's going to be in third, and of course, Houston's going to be last. And I told you that at the beginning of the season. And you thought I was crazy. And look what happened. It's showing.
Look what happened. Look what happened in London with Buffalo and Jacksonville. I mean,
yeah.
I thought for sure Buffalo was going to win it in the game. But again, Jacksonville is like a redhead stepchild. Man. You treat them wrong, and then the next week they're going to come back and beat the pants off of somebody else.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to move on, Holder, because we're losing some time. We talked about Cowboys and other stuff way too long. Next up,
Cowboys.
Yeah, we talked
about the Cowboys at all.
We talked about the Cowgirls. I don't know about the Cowboys, but Cowgirls we did. I got Washington. You got Atlanta, and that's why it was a toss up because either one can win. And I think Washington has the more talent, but Atlanta is showing they're hungry and they want to win now.
The only reason I didn't go with Washington is the way they played against the Bears. That's the only reason I didn't go with Washington.
I might have kicked myself in the butt for that one because we don't have a lot of teams that we win against. I think maybe one more, if that.
Yeah.
If that. This week was a little different because Pittsburgh's on a bye, but and some other things. But next up, man, I had to do this because I'm a Viking fan. If they wasn't playing against the Bears, I probably would have picked the other team, but they're playing against the Bears, who suck. Anyways, I got Minnesota over the Bears, even though I do believe.
Please tell me I picked the Bears.
Oh, you didn't. You picked Minnesota. You want to change your pick?
No, I don't think.
You know what? I'm glad you did that.
They missed some key players. I give you that.
I'm glad you picked Minnesota because last time you picked Minnesota, they won. So I'm hoping since you picked them this time, they would win again.
I'm thinking this. Here's my thought process with this game. If the Bears lose this game with all the key pieces, a lot of key pieces missing in Minnesota, they're just going to go with somebody else at quarterback next year.
Well,
if Fields loses this game against Minnesota with no weapons.
Look, I hope Bears fans is not listening, but I hope we crush the crybaby Bears.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure your boy at work is listening to the Schaefer.
Yeah. Fat Joe. That's why I call him Fat Joe. Oh, shoot. Seattle and Cincinnati. Holder, I picked Cincinnati. You picked Cincinnati. I went with Cincinnati because the way that they played last week, if they continue to do that, they're going to dominate any team. So I had to go with Cincinnati.
I was going to go with Seattle, and my gut still tells me that I should.
You want to change it? You got time. You got 5 minutes to change it.
Yeah, I'm going to change it. Because, when I first looked at that game, I said, okay, granted, nobody can stop Chase. And we don't know what kind of game Boyd is going to have, and we don't know what kind of game what's his face is going to have.
Higgins.
But they don't have anybody that can stop Metcalf
or Lockett. And I was thinking about that, but I'm like, man, like if they can put pressure on Geno Smith, they can do that all day, and he can't get the ball off.
If they can. I'm changing my pick to Seattle.
Okay. Fans, subscribers, you heard him. Holder's pick he changed his pick to Seattle.
I just got a feeling about when I looked at it. I had a feeling. And when you brought it up, I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he said we both picked Cincinnati."
Next up is the 49ers and them sorry-ass Browns. We both got the 49ers. You already know I got the 49ers. Cleveland's Cleveland. They play trash. They look like trash. They're going to lose to the best team.
Cleveland fans are pissed off at Watson.
Well, again.
Because he didn't play that last game.
You know why he wasn't playing? You know why he didn't play? He was in the locker room fuddling something that wasn't a football. He was getting a massage. That's why he didn't play.
Stop, Father. You stop. They are mad at that dude, man. Now, not only is he under pressure, fans.
Again, he was getting his legs massaged.
San Francisco? Can his defense beat San Francisco?
No. 49ers is gonna run the ball, throw the ball, interception the ball, sack the. They're gonna hit the Browns hard in the mouth. This is like George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, when Muhammad Ali beat the brakes off George Foreman.
Well, I'm sure we both picked the Niners.
Oh, we did
in this game.
We did.
So again, I picked against everybody in the division. I just changed my pick from Cincinnati to Seattle. I got Tennessee over Baltimore. In this game, I've got the Niners over Cleveland, which shouldn't be like you said. It's just a scrimmage because they don't have Chubb.
Yeah, and still, if they had Chubb, they wouldn't have won. Yeah.
Okay.
Even with Chubb, 49ers.
I'll roll with that.
49ers was going to
San Francisco has to lose somebody. To lose to somebody.
And ain't gonna
this year. I hope it's not the Eagles.
And they're gonna be a sorry ass Browns.
They have to prove that they could beat the Eagles with Brock Purdy.
I think who's gonna beat the 49ers this year?
That was San Francisco's excuse last year, but a lot of 49ers got hurt during that game.
They did. I think what's gonna hurt the 49ers, the game that they're gonna lose is gonna be when they play their self, which is not gonna happen. But if they do lose, and keyword they do, I think the only team that would come close to beating them would be the Bengals. Because I mean,
get out of town.
Look at the schedule. The schedule is super easy.
Buffalo.
They don't play Buffalo.
The Bengals.
They ain't playing Buffalo.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Look, real quick, I'm gonna read off who the next games: the Browns, the Vikings, the Bengals, Jaguars, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Eagles, Seahawks, 49ers, or I'm sorry, Arizona, the Ravens, Washington, and the Rams. Again, easy schedule. Easy peasy.
The Rams.
The Rams is going to be beat.
My boy is back with the Rams.
It doesn't matter. The Rams are going to lose. Cut close time. Next game, we both got Miami over Carolina. I picked Miami because Miami is going to punch Carolina straight in the mouth. They're going to do a 6-piece with Don Ranch.
Yeah. That's not a contest either.
Oh, absolutely. And this next game ain't either. We both got Detroit or Tampa Bay. Detroit's gonna punch the Baker Mayfield right in his mouth, hard as they can. He's gonna cry like a little baby. He's gonna go back to the Browns.
Really? You know what? Since you're that cocky, give me a score.
For the Detroit? Oh man.
Give me a final score.
42-0.
So they're going to finish the game with a goose egg.
Absolutely. Baker Mayfield cannot, he will not beat the Detroit Lions defense. Will not.
42-0.
42-0. They're going to punch Baker Mayfield right in his mouth.
That's kind of high. I would say 28-10.
No. Okay, fine.
You're not going to give him
fine. Fine. I'll
I mean, I can understand.
28-3. There we go. 28-3.
So you're going to give him 3.
Yes.
Wow, you really hate Baker Mayfield, huh?
I do.
Okay, well, I'm 28-10. I'm thinking 28, maybe 24-10. Because they don't have to put up a lot of points to beat Tampa.
That's true. But again, Baker Mayfield sucks. I don't like him. They're gonna break his jaw,
Okay.
knock his teeth out, pull his hair. They're gonna do all that.
Really?
Absolutely. Sorry, Tampa Bay fans, but Baker Mayfield can go kiss turf. That's exactly what Detroit's gonna make him do.
Oh, my God, dude.
Next game.
Okay, well,
go ahead.
I got to roll with you on that, but you're going a little hard.
Hey, I mean, look,
Are they playing in Tampa?
They are. So look, that's what I was going to say. When they lose, Baker Mayfield could go jump off into the ocean after that game to understand I need to wash this stink off.
I think you're being a little extreme. I don't like Baker Mayfield either.
I'm not being extreme. I'm being honest. And if Tampa Bay fans can't handle it, get out of the kitchen.
Now, I don't blame you. I wouldn't apologize to Tampa Bay fans either. And I don't think Tampa Bay fans, well, I think they might be riding this bandwagon a little bit. They weren't at first. You know, because he totally burned his bridge down in Carolina. We know that. But he's giving Tampa a little life. Not much. But he's giving them something to believe in. But against Detroit now, they'd probably be better off watching that game at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, or make the money off of your ticket and sell it to somebody else.
I wouldn't even be proud to go into this game. Next up.
I mean, they could sell that ticket to a Detroit Lions fan.
If I was Detroit Lions fans, I would want to go to that game. Watch it at home, save your money. We already know what the score is going to be. The Lions going to win that game. Baker Mayfield's going to cry like a little baby. Save your money. Save your money, Detroit Lions fans.
Wow.
Save it. Save that. Look, the Lions are going to the playoffs. Save that money. Save it.
So you don't have Tampa in the playoffs?
Negative. They're out of the playoffs. I don't care what people think.
In that division.
The Saints are going to make it before them.
You don't think two teams can make it in that division?
No. No.
Okay. Next game.
No. Next game. We both got Jacksonville over the Colts. I wanted to go with the Colts. I had to change it because looking and understanding that, hey, Anthony Richardson's out, I don't think Minshew is going to beat his former team. I
don't know. Minshew is probably one of the best backups to have as a backup.
Absolutely, but I think Jacksonville has more power. I think they have more firing power, offense, defense side. I think Jacksonville is hungry because they came off that loss, and they want to win. They want to show people, hey, don't give up on us. we still got enough in the tank to go to the playoffs.
They lost to Buffalo?
Let me see. I don't know if they lost against Buffalo, but they have lost. They have lost some games at 3-2. So
I don't think they lost. That was an early.
No, they
me was like, "Oh,
yeah,
this team is insane," and I'm like,
they won by 5. They won by 5. But they did lose against Houston Texans like 2 games before that. So again, and that's the divisional game.
We both picked Jacksonville, but what kind of game is this?
But here's the thing, though, Holder. They beat the Colts by 10 week 1.
What kind of game is this? So you think they won't split?
No. I hate to say it, no. And
okay, so sweet.
And here's the thing, Holder. Here's the thing. Richardson was doing really good, but got hurt that game. Really good. 223 yards, 1 touchdown. He got hurt that game. He got sacked 4 times. I don't think Jacksonville's going to lose this game. And I'm not going to say they won by 10 because I'm going to say the score is going to be at least 28-21. Jacksonville.
Why are you picking that score? Because it's a divisional game?
That and Jacksonville
got more talent.
Has more talent, yes. And I'm trying to give Colts fans hope.
So you're saying the Jacksonville defense is better than the Indianapolis defense?
Absolutely. Again, week 1, they won 31-21. They beat the Colts by 10 at Indiana. I don't think the Colts are going to come in Florida to beat Jacksonville at Jacksonville. I'm sorry. I don't see it happening. I don't.
Hey, dude, I'm just saying, we both have Jacksonville, right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I want to you on this. Don't nail me to the cross. I have been forgiven for all my sins.
The next game is a toss-up. We both picked Houston over New Orleans. I want to go New Orleans, but I had to go with Houston on this one because I need an upset for this week, right? So I had to go back and change it to Houston. I don't think Derek Carr's going to go out firing on all cylinders against Houston.
No, I don't either. I mean, we both picked Houston.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think Houston is one of those teams.
They might.
Even though they've won some games, some tough games that they won, that they blew Pittsburgh out.
I think they're going to
have something to prove, like Jacksonville has something to prove last year.
Absolutely. I think Houston's going to win one more game, maybe 2 this year, and it's going to be one of them right here. It's going to be one of them. Next up, we have Las Vegas over New England. New England got issues going on over there. They benched Mac Jones. I don't know how good.
Oh my God, they hate Mac Jones.
Man, they got issues going on over there. And Las Vegas, they have issues too. But Las Vegas' issues isn't like New England's issues, right? Las Vegas has issues among themselves, but they don't show it real like New England does. And I think Las Vegas is hyper. They're hyped up right now for that win against Green Bay this past week. They're going to go into that game hyped up, wanting to win again, hungry, and they're going to take it out on New England.
Dude, let me throw this quote out at you before we move on. Said by Dan Orlovsky. You know who that is.
Oh, that's our quarterback that got a safety.
He said if Mac Jones was in Frisco, he would be playing as good as Perkins.
No. Negative.
He said that.
I cannot agree. I can't. And I won't agree. I'm sorry. I think New England has some good offensive weapons over there. Not as good as 49ers. But here's the thing though. New England does have a cheating coach. I'm not going to say a good coach, but a cheating coach.
Oh, and he's really good at it.
Exactly. I don't look. Mac Jones isn't going to be that top. He's going to be a bust. Next year, he's going to be a bust. Just like Deion Jones, he's going to be a has-been.
I like Mac Jones. I just don't think he's Brock Purdy-ish. For me. But
Mac Jones is more like a Kirk Cousins.
He's a pocket quarterback.
He's like a Kirk Cousins. He's going to throw the ball, get you some season wins, but when it comes to playoffs, he's not going to do squats.
No, you're right. In this game, I don't think there's a chance, even a hair bit of a chance, for New England to win.
No, and and here's the thing: I don't think New England is as good as Green Bay is. Green Bay lost by a score. I'm giving Las Vegas a 10-point lead on this game.
Really?
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh wow, dude! I was going to go 14.
I'm going with 10. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I don't think they can stop Max Crosby, man. Max Crosby is going to be in the backfield, and Mac Jones.
And there's right here's going to be a breakout game.
Running quarterback.
Absolutely not. It's going to be a breakout game for Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs is going to have a good game this game. He's going to get you 200 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I hope you're right. He's slowly getting there. He's getting his rhythm back.
And Jimmy G.
I hope this is his breakout game.
This is going to be Jimmy G's homecoming because he's playing against his former team.
True.
So it's going to be his homecoming. He's gonna win that game for Las Vegas. Next up, we both got the Rams over Arizona. I don't see Arizona coming close to the Rams. The Rams' defense is really good with Aaron Donald, and they got Cooper Kupp back. Right?
That's what I was saying.
I don't think Arizona's defense is going to be good enough. And the rookie, what's his name? Pakachua, something like that. He's going to be amazing.
The receiver?
Yes. Yeah,
I can't pronounce his name either, but yeah. He's going to be good.
And then they got Tutu over there, Tutu Arwell.
Oh, Tutu is man.
Look. Arizona cannot stop them. Those 3 receivers.
That dude is fast.
And he can catch. On a dime, can catch. Oh, my God, he can catch.
So what are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm saying
this game is a runaway?
Yeah, absolutely. Arizona is not going to beat the Rams like they did Dallas. It's not happening. Not going to happen. Not doing it. No.
All right. I hear you. I mean, when you start naming off all the weapons, I am tending to agree with it.
The only thing the Rams is missing is a decent running back. If they had a decent running back, Arizona would definitely lost by at least 20 or 30 points. I'm going to go on a limb here and say they're going to lose by 15. By the way, if you got fantasy football guys, please start the Rams defense because they're going to have at least 2 interceptions and 6 sacks in this game. So start that defense. Next up, we have Philadelphia over the Jets. Philadelphia is a monster. They're the second team to nothing right now.
Philadelphia or the Jets?
Yes, you did.
Is it too late for me to change that pick?
You really go with the Jets? No, you go Jets all you want.
No, I'm not. I'm not changing that pick. So Philadelphia struggled that last game. They had to win in overtime.
That was the division game.
They should have handled that team easily.
But you got to think though, divisional games, and you said it yourself, are a lot different.
It was a divisional game.
Look, Zach Wilson's a bust. He's not gonna do anything against that defense. Not happening. Sauce Gardner is going to be the reason he's going to give Philadelphia trouble, but Zach Wilson is going to be cause of why the Jets lose.
You are really deep tonight.
I'm just saying, I came prepared.
Okay.
I mean, Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner can't do it by himself. He might get some interception, but again, he can't do it by himself. Zach Wilson has to come firing. If the Jets want to win, Zach Wilson has to be that man. Otherwise, they're walking into hell.
True. I don't know what else I can say to top that. I mean, Zach Wilson has been showing some signs of improvement.
I think it's too late. I think it's especially right now. Right now, it's too late because I got Aaron Rodgers coming back next year. I don't think he's going to retire. It's too late to show improvement. He should have done that last year.
No, dude, he's got a whole season. He's got a whole season left. I mean, he's got what, 7, 8 games left?
He should have showed it last year. He should have showed it last year.
I mean,
he should have showed it last year.
I mean, because I think they still have to buy.
Yeah.
So 7 games. That's 7 games.
It's too late. It's too late to show. That's like me saying, "Hey, hold
So
on."
you're saying it's too late?
Absolutely.
Too late. Regardless of how he does,
it's too late. There's no coming back.
Rodgers will be back next year.
Oh, for sure. It's too late for Zach Wilson. He might be on a different team next year. He might. He might be wearing that blue and red over there in the other New York team to be a Giant. I mean, I'm just saying.
I foresee Zach Wilson's future as sitting behind Rodgers because I don't think Rodgers is going to go any deeper than after next season.
I see, and he might retire. He might retire in the offseason. He might just do it just to be doing. I don't know. I mean, that was a great.
I'll give you. He's going to want to prove something next year, right? And then if it doesn't pan out, I think he's going to retire, and Zach Wilson is going to step back in, and because he's going to be under Rodgers.
Not do squat
for that whole year.
Not do squat. Not even a little bit.
So you're saying he'll be out of there. He won't even be Rodgers back.
No. And here's the thing. I don't know where to put the blame at besides himself. Zach Wilson needs to blame himself. He needs to look in the mirror and say, I'm a scum. I had a chance.
Dude.
I blew it. I suck.
This is only Zach Wilson's, what, 3rd year?
Exactly. He's going to be a bust next year.
3rd year. So next year should be his year.
He's going to be a bust.
To be in his prime, reading defenses, knowing pocket presence,
for example,
all this other stuff.
For example, let me help you out here. Let me help you out. Ben Roethlisberger, amazing, a great quarterback, right? He stepped in, took the team to how many playoffs? Won a Super Bowl, right?
He actually took him to the AFC Championship his rookie year.
See, and look, he didn't have to worry about, oh man, I'm getting a quarterback coming in. I gotta start throwing games, right? No, Zach Wilson. Right now, it's hyperventilating because why? They had Aaron Rodgers. It's too late to do that now. It's too late to hyperventilate. It's too late. Look in the mirror. Say I'm a scum. I had it all.
Ben Roethlisberger got his opportunity when Tommy Maddox got hurt. But
exactly.
He said Tommy Maddox over his shoulder. Now, granted, Roethlisberger only lost 1 game.
Exactly. See,
rookie year, yeah.
And look what happened with that. Look,
he went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. But not every quarterback's going to do that.
Not every quarterback's going to do that. But I'm just saying, Zach Wilson has a chance. He's again, look in the mirror, say he's a scum, he's terrible, and he's retired.
You know what, Morgan? I'm going to let you have that, but I meant to throw this out there when we were talking about Minnesota. I'm going to tip my hat to the Vikings. Because Taylor Swift didn't show to that game.
Oh my God, I'm glad. I am glad.
But I saw 2 Viking females with Swifty jerseys. But they were Vikings jerseys, but it said Swifty on the back.
I'm done with you, Hilder. We're going to move on. We're moving on right now. We're wasting time talking about Taylor Swift and we're moving on. We got 2 more games. Holder, we both picked Buffalo over the Giants. I'm sorry, Buffalo over the Giants. I picked Buffalo because the Giants is the Giants. Daniel Jones sucks. He's terrible. He's trash. They should stop calling him Danny Dime, by the way. Don't call him Danny Dime no more. Call him Terrible Danny Jones.
Well, that's the nickname they gave him.
The nickname he gets now for me is Terrible Danny Jones.
The NFL analysts the pros gave him Danny Dimes.
And they should not do that. Look, anything with Dime means good. He sucks. He's terrible. Call him Deep Throat. I don't know. Shit. Sucks.
Ouch.
Terrible. He is terrible. Terrible. He is the worst quarterback of the worst quarterbacks.
That's cussing without the
Look,
deep throat.
and I said shit.
You're on the roll tonight. I'm not going to even get in your way, dude.
Just
go
saying.
ahead.
I'm just saying. Buffalo wins this game by 10. That is
over the Giants?
I'm being nice. The Giants are being nice. My heart is saying 56-0. But I gotta be nice to the Giants because I did call it the quarterback trash, garbage, hot garbage right there. And it's sissy. So I gotta be nice.
I got Buffalo by 17.
Well, that's nicer than me.
Yeah.
Next game is a Monday night game. We both have the Chargers of the Cowboys. I don't see the Cowboys even remotely trying to win this game. The Chargers are going to come on fire on all cylinders. This is going to make or break Prescott.
Yeah. And if Prescott throws more than one pick, he's done.
Oh, he's going to be a hot potato. See him on the bench. Get him a towel.
Done.
Get him a towel. Sit him on the bench. Put in Cooper Rush.
He's done. If he throws 2 picks and they lose, he's done.
Look, you say done. Put peanut butter and jelly on him. Put them in the refrigerator. Let him sit there for a little bit. It's like a snack you don't want. That's what that is. That's what it's going to do. A team's going to not want him, but they have to get him because I need him.
You want to know a lot of people who eat cold peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, fine. It's like a fat kid that wants cake but has to get grapes instead. Do you know any fat kids that pick fruit over a cake? I don't. I will pick cake over grapes.
Question from me to you is Dak Prescott overrated?
He's a bust. And yes,
you throw him in the bus stop.
Yes, he's a bust.
So he's sitting next to Danny Dimes and Zach Wilson.
Oh, time out. Again, he's not Danny Dimes. He's Deep Throat Dime. Or Daniel Jones. Deep Throat Daniel Jones. Not Danny Dimes. Deep Throat. Okay? Call him Deep Throat. But yes.
Deep Throat Jones.
But yes, he's on a bus wagon right now with Zach Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones. He's in that column with the bust. With the has-beens.
What?
I'm just saying.
Can he be anybody's backup?
Oh, absolutely. Third string backup.
Third? Oh, my goodness.
I think
I'd use him as a backup. I mean,
third string. He's getting.
But as the guy that's going to take me to the promised land, no.
Look, I see him backing up Joe Burrow's backup.
You know what, Morgan? Let me ask you the all-important question.
Is he trash?
Have
Hell yeah, he's trash.
Any of your family members after that 49ers game?
I have not, and I wish I did. I have not. I'm going to talk to him about this game, though. After this game, I'm going to talk to him then.
As much as you run me in the ground over these picks, you didn't take the time to call out your brother.
Both brothers.
Over the Dallas 49ers game.
I haven't. And here's why. Because I don't want any excuses, right? I don't want no excuses. Now, this game right here against the Chargers won't be no excuses. When the Chargers whop up on Prescott.
What excuse can they have? He was hurt. That's not an excuse.
That's going to be their excuse.
Or the team was healthy when they played the 49ers.
Or another excuse is the 49ers paid the refs.
Okay, so Dallas Chargers, give me a score.
You really want to score? Like I give you one? I
want a true from the heart score.
42 to squat.
I want a true from the heart football knowledge score.
42 to squat.
Lucy.
Absolutely. Prescott's going to get pressure. He's going to throw 4 interceptions, 1 pick 6. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Well, I forget he's facing another Bosa, right?
Oh, absolutely. Back to back. Back to back. And he got Mac on the other side. Oh. It's ugly. It's going to be ugly. And here's the thing. The Chargers beat the Cowboys without Mike Williams. It's going to be a problem.
I got 38-17.
42 to squat.
35-17. I got 35-17.
The way they play against the 49ers, you think they're going to score against the Chargers?
No, I got 31-14. 31-14.
You keep on changing it. It makes me wonder if you.
I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
Look, I got some Dallas Cowboy fans on Facebook. I'm sorry that I don't agree with your Cowboys, or should I say the Cowgirls at this moment, because they play like little girls. You might as well put Prescott some pom-poms in his hands and paint his fingernails.
So you're saying the whole Cowboys team is playing like a little girl?
Include Michael Parsons, yes.
Not just Prescott.
The whole team. And Prescott.
Include Michael Parsons.
Include Michael Parsons, and Prescott is the leader.
Wow. You're making a lot of friends with this show.
I'm just saying, look, I came prepared tonight. I came angry, and I came hungry because I haven't ate supper. So, yes, I'm eating teams up right now.
You definitely came prepared.
Next week's will be worse.
Oh, dude, you are on a roll.
Look.
Before we end the show, I will apologize to all the people that you offended.
I am not apologizing for nothing because I'm not sorry. It's the truth. If you don't like it, I'm sorry that you don't like it. But I'm not sorry that I told you the truth. It's like saying, hey, I'm sorry that I put tomato in your hamburger. I forgot you don't like tomatoes. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not doing that.
Morgan. So, we're done with all the picks, right?
Absolutely.
So, you're going to end the show on that kind of note.
Absolutely, Holder. Look, I'm Sean. I'm me. I'm going to be the asshole. Yes.
You're going to end the show on, I'm not sorry.
Nope. I'm going to
get what you deserve.
Absolutely. Pull up your pants. Pull your pants up. Get your thumb out of your mouth because you're a big boy right now, and get over the fact that your team sucks. I know the Vikings suck. I got over it, so you get over it too.
Now, both you and I know that in today's world, guys don't wear their pants all the way up to their waist.
Well, hold on now. So some guys, they have skinny jeans. You know what? I'm gonna stop. Never mind. You know what, Holder? You're right. You're absolutely right. I know some guys that
I don't know if they know that comes from prison that says I'm available, take me. But
you'd be surprised.
You're not gonna apologize.
I'm not. Why would I apologize? Does Stephen A. Smith apologize? Does he apologize?
Well, these are football fans like you. And if they say something harsh about Minnesota, I'm sure you wouldn't care at this point.
No.
I think Minnesota still has hope.
They suck. They play like a bunch of girls too. Justin Jefferson's out
because look at the
hamstring.
Look at the teams they have in the division. If they can win out the division,
they play like girls. There's no way they're going to win that division. They play like girls. Again, they play like
the exception.
No,
with the exception of Detroit, they can still win out the division.
No, not happening. I think Green Bay's going to beat them.
Green Bay yet.
Right? Green Bay's going to beat them. It doesn't matter. Green Bay's going to beat them.
And this is the first game they play against the Bears, right?
Again, the Vikings play like sissies. They play like girls. Get the training ball.
Vikings' problem is ball security. That's it.
Well, that's because they don't like getting hit. Take the train brawl off and play football.
Ball security. If they can hold on to the ball.
I mean, they hold on.
Stop the stupid mental penalties with jumping off sides and all that crap.
Again, Holder, here's the thing. They
You'll
need
be
to,
all right.
they need to take the training bras off, take them off, put your shoulder pads on, gear up, and take some fucking hits.
So I figured you're not apologize to Vikings fans either.
Absolutely not. Not happening. Not going to happen. Not will happen. Not going to happen at all. I will go to my grave with all that.
Wow.
I'm just saying. They play like a bunch of girls.
This has been a crappy football season for you, hasn't it?
We beat one team. We beat the Carolina Panthers. Who can't beat the Panthers? Who can't beat them? Give me that.
Okay. And you don't think you can beat Chicago?
The one we play? Hell no. You not hear me? We play like a bunch of girls. Justin Jefferson is sitting in the line because he pulled a hamstring. Who cares? You get money. Play. Let's play the game. Jordan Addison is limping on his fake ankle injury. We don't know if it's real or not. I know it's fake. But, I mean, come on. Seriously? Kobe Bryant.
Are you telling me they're trying to tank?
Yes. Kobe Bryant could walk off the court after tearing his Achilles. You can play football on a pulled hammy.
Now, see, you bring up Kobe Bryant. That's when I'm about to get just violent because I hated that dude, and I still hate him.
I'm just saying. Okay, Michael Jordan.
I don't feel sorry for what happened to him. His daughter, yes, but him, no.
Okay, so Michael Jordan, for example. Michael Jordan played with the flu game. We don't know if it's flu, but he played the flu game.
He played with the flu.
Why can't you play with the pulled hammy?
He played injured.
It's the Bears. The Bears ain't gonna guard you that good. All you gotta do is go 5 yards. Yes. Now I can see it was a 4 year.
Why are you counting them out?
Why? Because we have Jordan Addison acting like he's hurt. He's not hurt. Pull your big pants.
We had the rest of the dogs in the hospital.
He got pulled over. He's a girl. A big girl. Pull your big pants up, put your shoulder pads on, put the helmet on, and go out there and play football.
All right, so I think it's time for you to.
And before I end the show, Kirk Cousins, you better hold on to the ball like you do your wife's hand. I don't think you fumble your wife's hand at all, do you? Or you don't throw an interception to another guy. So hold that ball, make good plays, and you'll be good.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying. If I was Kirk Cousins, I would hold on to the ball like I would my wife.
That's a lot, but okay. I see where you're going. I get the analogy.
Just saying. And it goes for Deshaun Watson. If she could fondling massage therapist, hold on to the ball.
Morgan, can we just get this sign out before you dig a hole too deep? You're deep already.
All right, football fans, subscribers. Sorry that we went over. We talked about a lot of things. I'm sorry that I'm not apologizing. I can do that, but I'm not sorry for things I said, okay? I'm sorry that I'm not going to apologize. Sorry that your team sucks. But if you want, you can subscribe. You can like our page. You can email us at third down. That's 3RD down with Morgan Holder at gmail.com. Get on our YouTube page. You can subscribe. Third down with Morgan Holder. That's third down 3RD down with Morgan Holder, as well as our Facebook page. Third down 3RD down with Morgan Holder. With that being said, don't let fourth down get you.
Okay, so before I clear the airways, I am not going to apologize for Morgan because he's on the roll. Usually he's going at me, but you guys are the target this week, so I'm good with that. I'm going to send a shout out to the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings because this should be a 3-0 game, Minnesota. And with that being said, I'm going to say stay penalty free, and we're out of here.